Today, a UNF fraternity faces disciplinary charges, the Government Oversight Committee approves a new process, and information on the Ozzy the Osprey statue. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. The Office of Student Conduct is charging the Sigma Chi fraternity with 2 violations after hosting a party on April 18th that provided underage students with alcohol. UNF President John Delaney talked about the disciplinary measures that Sigma Chi will be facing.
We have put the fraternity on what's called a cease and desist order. We've been in communications with their national headquarters. The headquarters has been very cooperative. They're going to do a reorganization when they come back this fall, and so we're going to monitor how that goes, and they'll be on probation. And so I expect a pretty big sweeping expulsion of a number of the members.
Delaney also said that Sigma Chi will most likely not be suspended from campus due to the cooperation of the chapter and national headquarters unless they violate their probation in the coming months. The Government Oversight Committee, or the GOC, recently approved the following changes to the Senate appointment application. Appointees must collect 30 student signatures rather than the 150 required in the past. According to GOC Chairwoman Kate Savage, reducing the number from 150 to 30 makes the appointment process faster and easier on the appointee. There will be an Osprey voice-like portion of the application to survey the new appointees on how much they know about student government. And there will be a code of ethics written specifically for the appointment application, a portion that previous appointment applications didn't have. The University of North Florida will have a new statue of school mascot Ozzy the Osprey, according to student body president Joseph Turner. Turner believes it's a matter of engaging students. According to a poll conducted by student government of 370 students, 64% voted for an Ozzy the Osprey statue on campus. While the poll did not include any information on design, cost, or location, it did let student government know a majority of students supported their efforts to obtain an Ozzy statue. The statue will cost an estimated $39,000, but student government president Joseph Turner says that it will be worth it in the end because it creates a sense of community.
You know, you might look at it and say, wow, this bronze statue for X dollars. You know, if you look at it just black and white, then, how are you going to justify this little high five as X amount of dollars? But if you look into the overall, the little feeling that it gives every student and just the general atmosphere that little by little it helps to create, I think that it becomes more, worth it in the long run.
Plan to have this Ozzy statue installed as early as February. All right, Ospreys, it's time to check out our weather. Let's toss it over to Lindy Fletcher.
Hey there, Ospreys. I'm Lindy Fletcher with your Spinnaker weather report. As of right now, it is partly cloudy and 78 degrees. There's a light southwest wind traveling at around 9 miles per hour. There will be isolated thunderstorms this afternoon with a high reaching 91 degrees. The thunderstorms should begin around 4 p.m. and last for several hours. So if you're planning a beach trip, make sure you head out early. Also, the humidity is around 90% this morning, ladies, so I suggest saving curling your hair for another day. Well, that's it for weather, but now let's take a look at your current conditions and your 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Lindy. All right, Ospreys, it's time to check out what's going on in our sports world. Let's toss it to Brandon Thigpen.
Hey Ospreys, I'm Brandon Thigpen here with your Spinnaker Sports Report. The Osprey basketball team has 4 talented new players coming next season. First, Ismaila Dauda, a 6'10 center who transferred from Cleveland State University. Another recruit is Nick Malonga, a 6'6 guard and transfer from McHenry County Community College. The next recruit is from right here in Jacksonville, Osborne Blunt, a 5'10 point guard who transferred from Florida State College at Jacksonville. And the final recruit is Carlos Odom, a 6'7 forward from Lakeland, Florida. 2 Ospreys were selected in the MLB draft this summer. First, Outfielder Drew Weeks was selected in the 7th round by the Colorado Rockies. Weeks led the nation with his .430 batting average, along with breaking several UNF records. Next, pitcher David Trexler was taken in the 17th round by the Chicago White Sox. Trexler was named to the first team All-Conference and the academic All-Conference team. Well, that's it for sports this week. Now let's toss it back to Taylor at the desk.
Thanks, Brandon. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you today on Spinnaker News. But for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter at UNFSpinnaker. For Lindy Fletcher and Brandon Thigpen, I'm Taylor Johnson. Have a great day, Ospreys.